before trying to find the silver bullet of a platform that's going to bring you your candidates, I like to email my own list. I like to reach out to my social media followers. I like to let family and friends know. In fact, I recently just did this.
You're listening to Flip Empire, the show committed to helping real estate entrepreneurs who want to build their empire without sacrificing their life. Your success and freedom starts now with your host, Alex Pardo.
What's going on? How are you? My name's Alex Pardo here, and this is going to be the second part of a two-part series I am doing on being a leader, hiring, growing a team in an organization of talented individuals. So I want to start the episode by saying, if you haven't had an opportunity to check out episode 527, definitely check that out because I believe it can help you and kind of just get your mind right when it comes to, I see too many people, like I said in that episode, trying to cut corners, not attempting to hire the most talented, high quality people, but yet trying to find people that are going to fit into a certain box they have on their budget or on their P&L. And I believe that can be a mistake. So there's a lot more I get into. It's a short, but yet I think it's packed with content that I truly believe can help you. So make sure to check out episode 527. Before I get on to the second part here, you got, as a real estate investor, as an entrepreneur, there are certain tools that can make your life and your job a lot easier. Marketing and lead generation is paramount. It's critical to the success of any business, and us as real estate investors. I don't care what niche you're in, wholesaler, rehabber. If you're in commercial, we need leads. We're looking for high quality leads. One of the tools that you can leverage to do that is Deal Machine. So if you guys go to flipempire.com/Deal Machine, you can get a trial and 15 deal credits. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it up on the screen here. But if you're listening to the podcast, flipempire.com/Deal Machine. Now, this is a tool that we use for a while, and in fact, we're thinking of how do we use Deal Machine for different asset classes, because they have improved the technology and the platform so much over the course of the last year. And when I recently surveyed in our private Ascend members Facebook group, one of the things we talked about was, hey, what are the most valuable and important tools in your business? Deal Machine was one of the ones that came up, because the ability that anybody can just download it on their smartphone. You can point your phone at a house, click a picture, and within a second or two, it will give you the owner's contact information. It'll give you details about the property. You can add them to an automated direct mail campaign, skip tracing, and so many more features and benefits. So again, if you want to access a free trial, get 15 deal credits, flipempire.com/Deal Machine. So my friend, with that being said, let's hop into the heart of today's episode. I'm not going to recap and rehash what I talked about in episode 527. Again, I encourage you to check that out. But, the first thing that you have to think about when it comes to hiring, I don't care what position it is, if it's a virtual assistant, if it's a lead manager, acquisition manager, if it's a property management company, like whatever you're looking for, I always like to suggest, in fact, on a recent coaching call, I shared this very exercise I'm about to share with you, but clarity is what can remove a lot of the anxiety and a lot of the stress around accomplishing things and around performing critical tasks within our business. So to the degree that you can get more clarity on the type of person that you want, in fact, I'll take it a step further, the exact person you want. What skill set do they have? What's their character? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What's their availability? What are their resources? What I want you to do is think about whatever position you like. If I gave you a magic wand and you can wave this magic wand at your business, and this business can be filled with the right people, talented people, like I talked about in episode 527, what would be your avatar for that particular position that you want to fill? Let's say you've gone through the exercise of, time blocking, identifying where you're spending your time, identifying the things that are revenue generating, that give you energy. along with the things that are non-revenue generating that don't give you energy. And let's say that you're looking to hire an assistant to take some things off your plate and to kind of lighten your load, so to speak. You write those things down, and then you identify next to it how much time you're spending. And then think of, if you had this on Excel, you would sort this so that the tasks that are taking you the most time, that are non-revenue generating and drain you from energy, as an example, let's say you start there. Now, one of the things that I think it's important that you really do is, once you've identified that, who would be the ideal person that could tackle that? Let's say it's a personal assistant. Come up with an avatar for your personal assistant. In other words, an outline, a framework of what this personal assistant, again, what attributes would they have? What strengths, what weaknesses? Are they local or are they virtual? How much time are they working in your business? Like, outline your ideal scenario without regards to, well, I would love this, but I can't because of XYZ. Get out of your own head for a second and just put on paper, as if you were dreaming, as if you were creating a goal. And as if you could have anything you wanted in a personal assistant, what would it be? What would it look like? Put it on paper, create an avatar. Once you do that, I want you to transfer many of those elements onto your job description. By the way, your job description should be half a page to a page at most. I've tested this and I've made many mistakes putting, job descriptions that are 2-3 pages. And unfortunately, most people are just not going to read it. So you want your job description to talk a little bit about, who you are as a company, your purpose, your cause, your mission. Talk about the position. Talk about what are the responsibilities of the position. What makes up the ideal candidate for that position. And then the compensation. That's what I like to have in a job description. Now, you want to paint the picture of the avatar in your description so that when your avatar is reading it, they can identify and associate with them, saying like, have you ever read something and you're like, that's right up my alley? It could be a vacation, it could be an experience, it could be job description, a position, whatever, but you read something and you can identify with it. You can associate with it. You're like, wow, this looks like it was tailor-made for me. That's how you want your job description to kind of read for someone, is you want somebody to read it and kind of like be gripped by it. Like, I'm interested in this. I want to take some sort of action. So I want to go ahead and share that with you. And it's pretty simple, but first start out with your avatar. Create your avatar. Don't just throw stuff on the wall and put an ad out there, because you're going to create an extra job for yourself. And chances are you're not going to find the right person. In fact, how do you know if you're hiring the right person if you don't even know exactly who you're looking for? So take some time on the front end. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of flesh. The other thought is, sometimes it's better to grab your axe and sharpen it versus just grabbing it and swinging it at the tree. So, take some time to sharpen that avatar axe. Now, the other thing is, people are always asking me, Alex, what are the best platforms to hire people? And there's some great platforms that I'll share with you here in a moment. But before you even start thinking about a platform, look inside your own network and your network's network. I may have shared this in the past, but when I look back to the team that I've built throughout the last several years, and I think back to like some of just our most valuable team members, 9 out of 10 times, if not 10 out of 10, they came from my network or my network's network. So before trying to find the silver bullet of a platform that's going to bring you your candidates, and there are some platforms you can tap into, which I'll share with you in a moment here, but I like to email my own list. I like to reach out to my social media followers. I like to let family and friends know. In fact, I recently just did this. About a month ago, I hired a virtual assistant about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and she's been phenomenal. She's been building a list of self-storage facilities based on the criteria that I gave her from the ground up. And she's actually going in there, getting the storage owner's mailing address, contact information. I mean, she's built a list of several hundreds of facilities. And I needed somebody to have access to that Google Doc and then handwrite the envelopes with the mailing address to return address, stamp it, wet ink signature, change the facility owner's name, the address on the letter, change a few variables, stuff it, and then send it out. And so initially I was like, okay, well, where can I find this person? I said, well, let me just send some text messages. I literally sent 5 text messages. I'm not even kidding you. 5 text messages. One of them was a buddy from college that said, hey, my nephew, he's 20 or 21 years old. Great kid, very sharp. He's got a lot of downtime now. He's looking to make some extra money. I got 4 referrals, by the way. He was the first one I interviewed him. Normally, I would interview several people, but this is a pretty easy task. I met with him, interviewed him, hired him on the spot, and now he's cranking out 75 to 100 mailers for me on the self-storage side. So that's a simple example of just reaching out and tapping into your own network. Oftentimes, as entrepreneurs, we tend to overcomplicate things, and we're thinking for like, hey, what's the silver bullet? Or where can I find just a flow of motivated sellers or valuable team members? Or sometimes the simple solutions are the best solutions, and they're right under our nose. And you really have to be resourceful. I forgot where I heard this or who said it, but the best resource is resourcefulness. So tap into the resources you have. In fact, that's kind of a little bit of foreshadowing to what I'm going to talk about on episode 531. But wanted to go ahead and just share that with you. Start with the avatar and then go directly to your network. Make sure that you infuse what you're looking for, your avatar, into your job description, and start reaching out to your network, tapping in. And chances are that just by sheer nature of the intentionality of who you're looking for and identifying who they are, what they look like, what they bring to the table, just by that intentionality, you're putting yourself so many steps ahead of somebody who's just throwing out a job ad and looking for somebody. So remember, find talented people. Don't be quick to hire and slow to fire, but be slow to hire and quick to fire. And I will leave you with that. So again, just to wrap this up, real estate. If you want real estate leads for your business, flipempire.com/deal machine. Super, super awesome tool that you can use to have people, always looking for vacant properties, abandoned properties, or any type of properties that fit your criteria. flipempire.com/deal machine. You get a free trial and 15 deal credits. So with that being said, I'll talk to you on the next one. Have a great day. All right, my friend, I hope you enjoyed that Flip Empire episode and got a lot of value out of it. Make sure to check the show notes page for any resources that were mentioned. And speaking of resources, honestly, I don't think I've done the best job of sharing with you my top curated, highly recommended tools and resources that I use in my business or have used in my business. In some cases, these are affiliate relationships with people that I highly trust and respect. And I know these tools and resources can help you and your business go to the next level. And as an ethical bribe, if you decide to try out one of these resources using my link, I will go ahead and send you an unadvertised bonus. I'll send you something of high value. All you got to do is shoot me an email, alex@flipempire.com. Go ahead and let me know that you tried out this resource, and however I can help you getting started with that. Chances are that I know it very, very well and currently use it or have used it. So make sure to check that out, flipempire.com/resources. And if I can be of help or service to you in any way, just shoot me an email, alex@flipempire.com, and I will do anything I can for you. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next show.